I developed a brand new trading system called VSD Mean Reversion. It has a conservative and aggressive input, and this is the aggressive input. The results this year from mid-January to now, about the past 5 months, are pretty amazing. It's a very, very simple strategy, and I'll show you the list of inputs in a minute. It has a conservative and an aggressive version. The good news is that it makes over $20,000 a month. Hypothetically speaking, since mid-January, a big average trade profit, trades no more than 5 times per day, 61% profitable, a fairly low drawdown for a NASDAQ strategy. This is with $25 round turn slippage and commission. The equity curve works great. Bad news is it does not work prior to mid-January. So you have to ask ourselves, is the market changing? Is this the new pattern and we've locked into it, and how long will it last? Or is this a short-term deviation? We have strategies that have worked well this year. They have not worked as well in January in a short-term time frame, and this strategy has really worked well. You can see the monthly results for each month of this year. 6,000 in June, so it's one of the lowest months, but it's still up. 51,000 in May, 6,000 in April, 19 in March, 21,000 in February, and 11,730 from January the 11th. So let's go over the inputs. So here's a list of the inputs. You can put in the number of contracts you traded. This is a look back period, and this is a threshold. These two parameters have been optimized. I don't always optimize. I use general parameters, and these were very close to the general parameters that I wanted to use anyway, and so it works out. True, aggressive, you set that at false, it adds one more rule and you get less trades, and it works further back. Don't trade on holiday, that's a general rule. No more than 5 trades per day. Max daily losses, daily loss limit, weekly loss limit, monthly loss limit are all false. Start trading at 10 Eastern Time, 30 minutes after the open. You end at 30 minutes before the cash close. You reset the calculations at the end of the day at 16:15. You exit your longs and shorts 5 minutes before the cash close, 15:55, 3:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is set to true to back test if you had any holidays, but we don't trade on holidays, so it shouldn't make a difference really whether this Exxon closes true or false. And we're not using a standard stop loss. We're using a range filter stop loss. So true 2.5, 2,500 means that we are using a max stop loss of 2,500, but we're also 2.5 times the average 15-minute bar over the last day session. Over the last 27 15-minute bars, there's 27 15-minute bars in the day session, and so data 2 is 15 minutes for this calculation. And so same thing with the stop loss on the shorts. It's variable, but no more than 2,500 based on the range, 2.5 times the range of the 15-minute bars. And these are false. See, a lot of inputs that are false. True, 1.5% move from the entry price. So if you're in at 12,000, it's 1.5% move up for longs or 1.5% move down for shorts based on the entry price of the trade. So a lot of inputs, not a lot of those are false. And so very simple approach. We've been using this type of stop loss on a lot of our strategies, stop loss and profit targets, and it's a very simple basic strategy. I'm going to go over how basic it is right now. Then we're going to look at some more history. So basically, you see the dynamic indicator. It's using this dynamic indicator, and when it's red by a certain amount, it buys, and when it's blue by a certain amount, it goes short. And so you see on this day, there's a long trade here, stopped out, short trade here, stopped out, short trade there, and time exit. Today, June 21st, went red, and the market didn't really go anywhere. Time exit at the end of the day. So let's look at some more trades. You see on this day, it did a nice job of catching the reversals. Went short, went long, went short, went long, went short, time exit. Right here, went short, went long. This is Fed day. Really nice trading that. Went short, went long, and then time exit. So nice trading the Fed day and the day after the Fed day and the day before the Fed day. Went short, went long, went short, and then time exit. So this is the first revision of this strategy, and let's look at some more history on this. So here it is going back to mid-January of this year, 782 net profits a percentage drawdown, 117,920. And now I'm going to change the date going back 3 years. So going back 3 years, you see the results here. You can see how it just pivoted right here in mid-January, and a strategy that did not work, has not worked for multiple years using the aggressive input, has worked since mid-January. Now let's look at it when we change the input to conservative. I simply want to take this AGR input and set it to false, so it's not aggressive. Aggressive is false. And then we can wait for the results. So here it is, the last 3 years, $198 average trade profit. You went from 2,100 trades, so about 1/7 of the number of trades. Here's the equity curve. It works really well since August of 2021, actually since February of 2021, so it works. And you can see that. I'm going to go back a little further on this as well. So when you go back 7 years, it's one of those strategies that it just kind of goes sideways, pretty wide sideways channel, really about $30,000, $35,000. So it's not desirable to trade it back in this time period. But from this time period forward, it's kind of one of those emerging systems that we've had in the past, and you have to decide whether we should trade it or not. But it's really in tune with this market. So it also works on the E-mini S&P. Let's take a look. Here it is on this side. E-mini S&P since this time period, since the pandemic stimulus package. You see this big move up, and now since May the 20th, it's kind of gone sideways, down a little bit and sideways. But this is VSD Mean Reversion, and looking to see how we could improve this further or add this. I'll be releasing this to all strategy access, and if it makes it in the portfolio, if you have one of the portfolios, you'll receive this strategy. If you are a Capstone Trading System subscriber for a portfolio like the stock index portfolio, and so maybe adding it to that. Again, there's the conservative and the aggressive version, so I'll keep you updated. And that's the first revision that we're looking at, and some of the research that we've done and on this new strategy, VSD Mean Reversion, NASDAQ, and E-mini S&P. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.